Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shaver Ranch Plus Wolves.
Howdy again, folks. It's beautiful weather in northern Idaho, and it's what, mid-70s today?
Yep.
No more of the horrific 90s, no more of the uncomfortable 80s. Nice, cool breeze. Fall is starting to fall.
Yep.
And as you can see,
Happens fast.
it's starting to go down, so we're going to have to pick all these beans in here. Although, I am going to mark off several of them to let die on the vine. And why am I going to let them die on the vine? Because that's what you use for seeds for next year. You have to kind of cure on the vine in order to use next year in the garden.
Yep.
So we've had some successes, and we have to show you a failure today, but that's on down over there. Right now,
we open that up, or?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we've had several nice pots of stew using all of the resources here, including the beans. Lots of beans this year.
You can see pretty well the
oh yeah, I can see that really well.
the melons. There's one over there, one over there.
Are they supposed to be getting orange like that, or?
Yeah, since they're probably pumpkins. And up there, I don't know if you can see it, we made a little hammock, because one was growing way up high, and we wanted a banana hammock.
Yep.
Bandana hammock, that's it.
We also have this, what do you call it?
Powdery mildew. So we've been cutting that off, and you can't put this in your compost pile. It'll overwinter and affect next year's crop.
Yep.
But we're almost done with the harvest, so I'm not too worried about it right now.
We already showed the melons.
Is that a pumpkin or a watermelon?
Well, it's turning orange, so I think it's a...
We got some summer squash growing in our walkway here. Hey, we can actually use our walkway now.
Look, there's another melon growing right there. Of some kind.
It looks like it will be,
We're using our...
Cleared out this, and there were some potatoes over there that were getting sun. And when they turn green, they're toxic, you can't eat them. But they were starting to grow sprouts on them. So right in the middle here, I put 4 that were sprouting, and hopefully we'll get a late harvest of potatoes. They're right under the soil there. Hopefully it'll pop up.
Is that another green one right there?
That's too small to mess with. So probably today or soon over on this side, as you can see, they're all dying. That means that they're ready to pick. Over here, they're still pretty lush and green, so we'll save those for another week or so.
Yeah, we got a little rabbits. I guess we'll show them. They're still nice and happy. Now, before winter, we're going to have to build boxes for them so that they have a place to go when it's cold.
Yeah, smaller box inside there. Oh, when I was picking potatoes, I found an ant nest, so I put some diatomaceous earth down there to get rid of them, and I don't see any more, so hopefully it worked.
You want to explain that briefly about diatomaceous earth?
Diatomaceous earth, it disrupts the skeleton or the exoskeleton. I'm not a scientist, but it dehydrates the insects and kills them.
Yep.
So it's non-toxic for your garden. It's just minerals.
And it just kind of pulls the exoskeleton off.
If your animals have fleas, then you can sprinkle it on their back and...
Yeah, it helps for fleas too. You can sprinkle it right on the animal.
100% harmless.
You can also put it in their food, and it'll take care of internal worms and parasites.
Nice one there.
And look down here.
We have absolutely tons and tons of tomatoes. It's unfortunate that I don't like them.
You like them in salsa and in spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
Ketchup.
Got a lot of powdery mildew here we got to get rid of. Just gonna throw it in the trash.
Yep.
But everything's growing well underneath there, and...
Can't give that to the chickens, right?
No. This is totally dead and dry, so it's time to pick
Look at that big old
this
stalk.
baby that I've been looking at for a couple of months now.
Oh yeah. That will be delicious.
We're gonna pick 4 today, cook them up for dinner.
Woo-hoo.
1 for each person in the family.
Then we peel off these parts.
Yep.
All the way down to where you get the
Shuck
corn.
'em.
The corn part.
Shuck 'em.
Then you have to boil it in order for it to actually be edible.
Another nice melon in there. We've been picking a lot of the squash as it grows, so we're not getting a lot of that on film.
Yep. We've been picking out of this garden for a few weeks now.
We don't record every time we pick.
Tomatoes.
Yep.
Yeah, got a lot of tomatoes. We've picked a lot of those already.
Yep. I do have videos on Facebook of this stuff. I remember I kind of did a little mistake when we were doing our cooking. We had a lot going on, including our grandparents over, so I never did get the final product on film, but...
You didn't get the french fries?
Nope. But I do have pictures, if anyone knows my Facebook page.
So, still a lot of potatoes in there. They will be picked as we go.
What about that weed?
Well, I'll talk about that. But what happened, we just walked out here, and this fence is just sitting here. And the deer were hungry enough to push it all the way down.
Yep, knocked it over.
We had a tragedy. Everything is mowed down.
Everything was wiped out.
I don't know if they will come back or not. Our beautiful little sunflower that was popping up so nicely, gone. There's no way that's coming back.
Yep, and this late in the season, it's doubtful that these things will recover in time.
See, we got little turnips growing up there.
Well, there's a
Well, don't worry about that during
display,
the
yep. See? They fall over pretty easy.
film. So I need to secure them better next year.
Next year, we'll probably wind up putting little standalone fence posts and make a square out of this thing so we can move it.
Still flowers and still some growth in here, so it might come back.
Oh, this sunflower here.
Yep. Renee, could you go hold this over here, please? So, there we go. Live and learn. Still learning.
Still got a good
Yeah.
squash
Got
there.
to pick that today.
Yep.
There's another one growing down there. This was still up.
Oh,
kinda.
so that kind of...
So they kind of just walked in here and just ate right there.
Alright. Now, a little better news. Why don't you explain this mystery weed that we've been having here for a while?
Well, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's spelled like mullein or mullion or mullein. And it's a medicinal plant. And it's, you can even put some leaves in your shoes if you have sore, tired feet. And I did that once at work, and this is like soft and cushiony, and it really felt good in my shoe. Might sound strange, but it worked.
But you don't want to eat you don't want to eat it as a bulk food because
It's medicinal, and I can't remember exactly what it had.
stems and leaves.
Yeah, but what was it when you have an allergy and it's bleh. When you have an allergy, you take a antihistamine.
Antihistamine,
Thank
that
you.
was it, yeah. Antihistamine.
It's really soft.
And it does other things. So we're gonna, with all these seeds, we'll probably harvest some seeds and put them around, and it's not a bad
Grows
looking
all
plant.
over the forest.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're still learning.
See it mainly around the
Good
roads.
to have a medicinal herb here and there.
So we're gonna pick. We're still growing some more late in the season, and
Yep. That's pretty much it.
can't think of anything else for this episode.
I think that about wraps it up, man.
Yep.
We did more fire pit stuff, boiling
Yep.
hot.
Still learning.
Until next time, see you later. Hello again. I know that we ended the video, but as we started exploring and digging around in our garden, we just had to come back because we just found so much more loot. I mean, wow. I mean, look at this.
Tons of tomatoes. Here, I stuck this corn on top. See? 4 for each of us tonight's dinner.
And we
And-
opened up this gate here.
Yeah,
This fence.
it was too crowded, so we just opened it up temporarily.
Let her fly. There is so many tomatoes in here. You just have no idea.
And come to this side.
Incredibly prolific.
We cut out all that powdery mildew and found some more squash under there.
Woohoo!
So we just put this fence up here temporarily to keep the deer out, hopefully.
Yeah.
I bet you they're gonna jump over.
It doesn't matter about jumping. They just plow right over it.
And then we cleaned out this area too.
Yep.
See, it's still got some more corn. Oh, we got a big old weed in there too.
Big old weed.
I think that might be lamb's quarters.
Oh, and now we're going to give the chicken their wood ash.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of wood ash, I am currently doing that right now. Turning our second batch of
Yep.
molten
We burned a lot of pine again, and we've got this incredible heat, and he's working on mixing it. It is incredibly hot. Didn't you say you turned a stone red hot?
Yeah, just now. In fact, it's in there right now, deep in the middle.
All right. Well, we're gonna go over and look and see if we got the wood ash ready from the last week's. Yeah, if you're gonna do this, you got to make sure that it is very well cooled.
This was a week ago, so
This is that stuff that was bubbling and boiling.
Yep.
Yeah, chickens really like to do dirt baths, so.
This keeps all the mites out of their
Look how fine that is.
feathers and everything.
Keeps all the mites out.
I tried to pick as many rocks out of it as possible.
There.
Just leave it like that, and we'll see how it goes. We'll back out here. And
Well, they'll take a while to get the idea.
let's see what she does. Curious?
They'll figure it out eventually. Say,
Yep.
hey, we can take a dust bath in this.
They're discovering something new.
Like, what you looking at us for? What you looking at us? Hello there.
Surely you don't expect me to take a bath in front of you.
Hello.
Give me some privacy.
Hello.
They're circling around it.
They want my camera.
Look at them go clockwise around it.
Like I said, it'll take them a while to figure it out.
Yep. Right now, they just expect to get fed.
Yep.
I can pick one up and put it in it.
It's fine. We'll just let them have fun, and that
Once
should be
again-
all.
Once again, we got tons of beans.
Oh yeah, we already covered those.
Small though.
While you
Right
got the film running, I picked my favorites, my nice big ones, and I made them inside so they'll be totally safe. And I have no idea where they particularly
What
are.
about this one? It's dying.
Oh, here's some right here. You put them on the other side.
No, but I put little
mark.
bottle cleaners,
Ah.
bottle brushes, or whatever you call it.
Look at that. It's dying.
Didn't you do brightly colored so that
Yeah,
we could
they're-
find them?
Brightly colored, but they're inside, and I have no idea where they are.
Look at
There.
them all die.
I picked orange. Oh, here's one.
Oh, there we go.
Put orange, red,
Put
pink.
an
Here's another one.
unnatural color so that we could find them a little easier.
That way we won't pick those. I picked the nice, big, strong ones so that they'll be genetically ready for next year's
Yep.
growth.
Yep, and fall.
Natural selection.
Fall is coming. See all the leaves turning
Yep.
orange?
It changes fast in the seasons up here.
So the rest of them,
Everything's dying back.
we can pick. We might not pick them all today. We want to save some for next week's eating.
Yep. All right then. That should be enough. Woohoo.
Potatoes.
Yay!
Done
Bye
again.
again.
Okay, well, in the event of having an extra long video this time around.
You just can't get rid of us.
No,
Started picking some potatoes.
we didn't realize we had russets.
This is a different variety. I remember I got 4 varieties, and this is what we've been picking out, which are pretty good size for this variety. But boy, when you start picking these,
They're huge.
yeah,
Mom is gonna bake them, make baked potatoes out of them, and see how they taste.
still got to be careful of our new ones that I planted last week.
Uh-huh.
And
is a
maybe
red.
I can get some quickly maturing veggies here before it gets too cold.
Ah, another
Yeah.
russet.
Look,
Big.
I got some more red ones in here.
Excellent. Cool. Well, let's try to keep it short. So I'm gonna get out. I just wanted to show those record breaking for our garden. Big old things. They look like you got them out of the store.
Yeah.
Awesome. See ya.
Bye.
Red and
When am I gonna learn just to keep the film on? That is humongous.
That's the biggest red potato we've ever gotten in our garden.
That's the biggest red potato I've ever seen.
I think the shavers know how to grow potatoes.
Yeah, me too. Good Lord. I mean, we're not even using all those crazy growth hormones like the stores do, and we're getting these.
Totally organic, but I did a lot of research and got the right type of soil and the right type of amendments. A little bit of acid, because they like acid soil. And here we go.
Boom. Ta.